Hello, YouTube. This is Keith Kevin Kent. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Time again for me to show you the knives, continue to show you the knives that I bought in 2019. I have a series going on. This is the 11th video in that series. And looking at all the knives on the table, they have to be covered in this series too. So we have a ways to go. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to thumb it up. Let me know that you're enjoying it. I bought a lot of knives in 2019. I think in the first episode of this mini series, I said, hey, I laid out all the knives. I checked the knives that I bought in 2019, and I almost threw up when they covered my entire desk. I was surprised I bought that many. And looking back, I understand why. I was looking at changing my job. I was looking at a lot of things. I turned 60. I just needed to have some fun with knives. So that's why. So on this one, we're taking a look at Spyderco ParaMilitary 2s bought in 2019. I can tell you now, there were 5 of them. You see 4 in front of you. There's a CPM I think it was S35 VN steel with a black blade ParaMilitary 2 that I did have, and I sold to one of you guys in my last trimming that happened early in 2019. So these are the 4 that I have left from 2019. So let's talk about them. You know, ParaMilitary 2s, you have to say it is the EDC knife. It is, by most folks' account, just one of the best knives ever. It's a great size. That full flat ground blade is wonderful. It feels great in the hand. And of course, the compression lock. Super strong, super easy, and just wonderful. That is the ParaMilitary 2. Now, the Para 3 has had a lot of people talking because it was just released 2 years ago. And we have all these variations. Of course, the ParaMilitary 2, we've had a bunch of variations as well. I'm honestly waiting for the ParaMilitary 2 lightweight to come out. We know they can do a compression lock because they did the Para 3 lightweight, and they've done the Sage 5, which has the compression lock lightweight. So I'm looking forward. Can you imagine a ParaMilitary 2 lightweight, and then you do all the different colors in FRN scales and all the different blades? It'll just be wonderful. So let's talk about these knives. Now, every knife that you'll see is a ParaMilitary 2. It has this full flat ground 3.9-inch blade. The edge is 3 inches. The entire length is 8.3 inches. They all have G10 scales. That's why I told you about it'd be nice to see it in a lightweight. They actually come out of Spyderco always with tip down for some reason with ParaMilitary 2. Spyderco had a lot of knives coming out of their shop tip down, and then they got some, I don't know, a survey or something. You start seeing a lot of them come out tip up, but ParaMilitary 2 still tip down, but that's okay. You can make this clip right hand, left hand, tip up or tip down. Large lanyard hole. The ParaMilitary 2, the Para 3, the Mannix always has these big lanyard holes, for full lanyards. A lot of Spyderco lanyard holes aren't for full lanyards, if you're a lanyard guy. Liners, embedded liners, skeletonized stainless steel liners. Just a wonderful slicing knife, everyday EDC knife. Now this comes with green G10 and Bowler K390 steel. I mean, they really went out of their way this year to share some of their best steel with one of their best EDC knives, the paramilitary 2. Bowler K390 with the green G10 scales. 2 of these have a black blade. Actually, if you counted the S35VN steel one, 3 had black blades this year, black coated blades. This is with CPM 20 CV steel and a black blade and this tan G10. Black hardware. And as usual, all of these are so smooth out of the box. 5 minutes out of the box, they were just dropping. Just a real nice put together knife with a lot of variations. I love that they also had the clip as a black clip. I really like this knife. I like all the paramilitary 2s. I can't think of a paramilitary 2 that I don't like. Again, looking forward to the lightweight paramilitary 2. That should be really fun. I just think this looks nice. I love the blue with the black blade. When I first got into knife collecting and buying knives, I've watched so many YouTube channels, and I watched all the custom guys, all the custom knife guys too. And I used to just laugh. I used to say, look, you're not an interior decorator. Stop telling me how beautiful this is and how great. And then all of a sudden, now I understand. If you love a knife, you love how it looks as well as how it functions. And man, these blue G10 scales, black hardware everywhere, including the clip, just really looks nice. Then you add the black blade, and you really have something special. But that's just the looks. Of course, it has a compression lock and the large lanyard hole and everything that all of the paramilitary 2s have. But all of the paramilitary 2s don't have Bowler's M390 steel. Okay, that's something that they all don't have. Bowler M390 steel on this paramilitary 2 is just gorgeous. So now you have great steel, great looks, and a really nice knife, which quickly became one of the foundation knives of Spyderco, just like the Para 3. You know, in those 2 years, Para 3 has really become special to Spyderco. Of course, these are made in the USA. It's part of the Made in the USA knives from Spyderco. It joins the Native and the Mannix and the Para 3. And this is the last of the paramilitary 2s that I purchased in 2019. That loud green G10. It stands out. It'll stand out when you pull it out of your pocket. It stands out when it's on an Instagram. It's standing out right now on the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel. And this, again, the second knife with CPMs with Crucible's 20 CV steel. We've seen a lot of knives with 20 CV steel coming from Spyderco. Most of them from distributor exclusive. A lot of them from the distributor exclusives, not on the regular production lineup from Spyderco. They do have some, but most of them coming from the producing, the distributors wanting to have 20 CV steel. And oh, this is a nice knife. Everything you've come to expect from a paramilitary 2, and some loud green G10 scales as well. That, my friends, are 4 of the 5. But you know what? It's good that I'm doing this YouTube channel and to say that one of you have the 5th one. I remember my brother was in the hospital. I rushed back and I did a trimming. And I had just gotten in the paramilitary 2. If you want to see that knife or any of these on the table or these in my hand, each and every knife have an individual video on the playlist, the Knife of the Day playlist. By the way, I created a playlist for this mini-series, and you can also track it on the Knife of the Day playlist as well. So if you missed the other 10 episodes of it, since this is episode 11, go check them out. And there's more to come. We're going to go until we can't go anymore. There you have it. Don't forget to thumb it up. Let me know that you like this series. If you haven't subscribed, now's a great time. Once you subscribe, it takes a couple of seconds, just a couple of seconds. And then hit that little notification bell, because that way you won't miss any of the videos. The remaining of this series, my ongoing series, the new videos that I'll be doing in 2020, and also when I trim my collection, which means the sales to the channel. I appreciate all of you. Take good care of yourselves. I hope 2020 is starting off great for you and that it ends even better. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.